Hey guys, welcome back. Tree Slayer here. I don't know if you guys are actually gonna see this or not. I'm gonna treat it as such that you are gonna see this. So, here is my attempt. Yeah, we're gonna be a female dwarf. We're gonna be a rogue this time. Now, I know I'm adding too many variables. It's too many variables. Let me like this. I'm adding too many variables in. Because as a warrior, I was able to beat it, but I got the exiled route. So, I'm, trying to play through the conversation and not get exiled. And now I'm gonna switch to being a rogue. I think this playthrough is actually meant for you to be a, let's see. What am I trying to say? Also, there's select tattoos. You can't just get the one I want. Oh, it'll just let me do it. I was also throwing in the extra variable of what would happen if, and I'm just gonna put all my points into cunning. If I level up, points are going into cunning. Oh wait, what? No. Previous. Okay. We don't want to be a noble. We want to be a commoner. No, it was noble and rogue. Yeah. Okay. So I get the badass armor just because this is all good. All of our points going into cunning. And we still get combat training. But I want coercion. Below the belt. And lockpicking. And we're going to be on easy mode. We want this setup because we're trying to talk our way out
Deep
of.
Beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two
Skipping
known
this
remaining
in post.
dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called deep roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endren of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast? As opposed to the paragon of beauty? Don't you remember how this game goes? I get undressed, then one of your brothers or cousins appears and thrashes me. I'll take my chances somewhere outside the palace if you don't mind. Perhaps after the feast. Well, thoughts for later, I suppose. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
What shall we do?
As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle.
Oh,
rumor has it that
I do
Harrowmont
this
hopes
as
to
a
be swept
rogue
off your
last
feet if
time.
a well-placed young nobleman wins the provings in your honor.
No, I didn't do it as a rogue last time. Okay.
I've got a well-built magical broom just for you, but that's for later. What shall we do now? With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
Okay. So, as a rogue, I should be able to break into certain things that I couldn't before. So...
Very well.
History of Osmore.
I am at your service.
Am I reviewing?
So she pops out.
Oh,
And Balin's the one who screws us over. As a rogue, I can get into this chest, steal his dagger. Doesn't look like anything else.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
It seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lady Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out. With your leave, my lady. Thank you. I will go now.
Yeah. Just get the hell out. We're gonna ruin his day. Dwarven Merchant's Belt. It's good for me. Bad for him. Need a better sword. Let's see what else we can steal from our siblings. If at all possible, I would like them both to die in the deep roads. Ah, key required. It's not, you know, that I actually want to just kill them. It's back there. I don't want to walk into the ballroom. Okay, yeah. I don't want to walk in there just yet.
No sign of trouble. Good day, Lady Iduken.
It is begun.
Key required. Okay, I
am at
can't
your
get in
service.
there. Oh, wait, guard. You're in the way of the princess. Let's look at the map again. Straightforward takes me into the kitchen. I don't think we ever explored the kitchen. That door's locked as well. Okay. Well,
I shall do it.
I am at your service.
let's go explore the Diamond District. Maybe we can... Ooh, there's something I should try out.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares.
Sure,
in
we
the
can work
Diamond
this out
Quarter during
reasonably.
Celebrations.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Small bolt of
my
cloth?
friend.
That's outrageous.
Enjoying the
You
festivities
certainly
so
have some
far?
gall, merchant.
What? But my lord, these are surface.
Nothing beats a good set
Dyed
of
with
steel
the finest
cutlery.
saffron and indigo in embroidered by...
Atrasfala, big sister. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my sibling's second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
You're on your own. I've been dealing with them all afternoon.
What exactly is that supposed to mean, little brother?
Nothing, Trian. I've been having a great time. The speech you gave to the legless boy about hard work and making something of himself was fantastic.
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast. That's my proper, dutiful sister. I'll be along later to toast your command. Come, Balin.
Kind of trying to keep him happy
It was
with
fun.
me.
Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Yeah, we're not going to say anything on the subject of killing him
That it is. Let's get back to enjoying it, shall
to
we?
anybody.
Prince Balin,
Not
I
even our
himself
second.
wearing a robe made of something quite
Now, this group of ladies right here, these two, I'm thinking if I play as Prince instead of a princess, they might be keen on me.
What about that one? I doubt he's up to the task. I'm very well. That
Okay, so we got some loot.
would serve that
Can I actually buy anything?
Only the freshest food for your noble table.
Oh, Lady Iduken, here, in my booth. I am so... Oh.
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in? I know. It's all right. Shall we move along?
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena?
Yes.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Will we be leaving then? We are at your command.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out unless there's something interesting.
Invest in the next great trade expedition.
Look at this piece, darling. It rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
Nonsense. My Lady Iduken. Nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor. But if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me. You honor me, Your Highness.
Looks like they really don't have anything that I want.
See how the edges are rough and pitted? Would you compare this to Bronca's work?
The one merchant that'll actually sell me stuff that I've found so far.
My Lady Iduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares? All ladies love a bit of silk, do they not?
Lady Iduken is a warrior, born of steel and bred for battle.
1,000 pardons. Please, forgive me, Your Highness.
This looks to be mostly fabrics from the human lands. These merchants form alliances with those who have abandoned our ways to live on the surface. Perhaps some nice young man will get you a bolt so the servants can dress you in something frilly. We'll see. Perhaps we should get going.
My lady has returned. Is there something here that interests you? Please, look as you will.
Wanted to buy something. Ooh. Ah. This guy's got a lot of, like... Noble clothing. We're not actually doing a playthrough, so we're gonna sell that to buy the glamour charm. And this noble clothing. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't have anything else. We are gonna try on our noble clothing. That doesn't look like noble clothing. Okay, well, what about our shiny... Glamour charm. Where does this go? Is it a weapon? I just can't even use it? Okay. Is there any other... No. There's only the two. There is Royal Palace. So it looks like if I go back towards the Royal Palace, I can escape off somewhere else. Oh, no, there's gates.
Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper. These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney. I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lady Iduken, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iduken, Paragon King, Peacemaker. This worm has written a book that slanders my house. It doesn't matter, it's all lies. My work tells the stories of all those raised to paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men. Volney was more than a man. Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true. You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Iduken? You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now, excuse me, Your Highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
Well, historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
As you say.
You've shown
We're not going to order anybody's
to
debts.
research history and the glory of our people. Of course. A copy of A History of Iduken, Paragon King, and Peacemaker, perhaps? Congratulations on your commission.
So, I think that goes back to the palace. Oh,
I shall do it.
Now I'm gonna do something a little silly. A little silly. I'll keep my, yeah, I'm just gonna disarm, and that's all I'm gonna wear. That's all I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna walk in here and see what they say.
Look, the Grey
My
Warden...
lady, many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week, and a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause. I keep my ears to the stone, my lady. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean. I am quite disappointed in your lack of sympathy. Good day to you.
Congratulations on your commission. Your mother would be proud.
Greetings, my lady Idukan. It is an honor to meet you at last. I have had the opportunity to recently meet with your father. He speaks highly of you. He says you may be the quickest fighter in all of House Idukan.
And I come in wearing a dress. I was expecting something a little more fancy like that. You know, but,
Your humility aside, I have no doubt you will be a fighter of great renown. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world. Alas, I do not think he would take kindly to that suggestion. As the child of the king and heir after Lord Trion, your place is here. Truly? Then I will speak to your father after tomorrow's battle. I have my doubts he will relent, but there is always hope. Until then, good luck to you. Show the Darkspawn what your people are made of.
So I've actively stated I don't want to have my royal ties. I would rather spend my life fighting the Darkspawn to protect my people.
My king, please reconsider. Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my sweet daughter. How fine you look in your grandmother's father's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the Provings.
Didn't even notice my new dress.
I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses? These rituals have their place. It behooves you to get to know the nobles and let them know you. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better? No? Very well then. The ritual is complete. I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the Provings, or getting some rest in his rooms. Don't question everything. Just go for the ancestors' sake.
Okay, so here comes an important gambit in if this is gonna work or not. Oh, go that way. So down the hallway, as far as we can go, on the left. Anything to steal? Looks like maybe in the back. Ooh, wait. Silk carpet. Carpet woven of the finest silk.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father? Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
I honestly don't know how you put up with him. I wish that sense of duty and family loyalty was shared by our elder brother. Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big sister, Trian is going to try to kill you. I wouldn't have believed it myself if I hadn't overheard him giving orders to his men. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right. He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly. He was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Twice, it was a woman. You can't turn a blind eye to this. Your life is in serious danger. You are as noble and stubborn as ever. After Trian kills you, I suppose I will be the heir. That's not how I would wish it. Enjoy your command tomorrow. I fear it will be short-lived.
Come, my lady. The hour grows late, and you need your rest. May the Paragons smile down on us.
Yeah. I'm playing this one a little smarter. I'm not even gonna... I don't want to hear it. No, this is bull.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Haramond. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come then! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Haramond and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my sister.
Your
I
father
showed up
has
to
a
a battle
special
in a
mission.
dress.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a tide, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Idukan remains in that tide, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions? Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Idukan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Okay, so we need to gear up. Okay. Missed my helm. Now, it's a battle. Spiderweb, incoming spider that scared me last time.
As you say. As you say.
Not even gonna bother looting this guy. Just keep on going up the hill.
The trap.
Get experience for disarming them, and an achievement.
Look there, a cunning trap. Darkspawn has sensed us.
A little bit of a dwarven corpse here.
Did you run afoul of any darkspawn? Well, thank the stone you got through. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the darkspawn. Most tunnels are dead ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends. It's going to be a fight. As you say, onward then.
We never explored this one. It's barricaded off. Come on. Let's move. Okay, so we're just going to continue this way. We're not going to go to the other tunnel that was dead end and have to move in it.
The trap. It shall be done.
Get that free experience disarming traps.
Look there, a cunning trap. Dark.
Disarm all the traps that come across.
As you say.
There's obviously a trap that went off.
Very well.
Okay, so we got a darkspawn dagger. -1 to dexterity, but it's only when we're using it. But it gives armor penetration, which is kind of what we're after. Did I go down the wrong tunnel? No, there's another tunnel this way. Come on, let me walk.
Here. I thought the darkspawn had got you for sure. Apologies, Commander. There's not a ton of formality down here in the deep roads. We want the tunnel ahead, but there are darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful. I'm with you.
So, this is the point where we get our rogue. Is in the magic chest. Ah, darkspawn shield. I think, yeah, he uses a shield. He gets health regeneration for that shield. And this doesn't do... It does the exact same thing minus the enchants. Let's look at the next guy. He uses a shield. it's actually better than the next guy. This is the bow. And that's it. So that shield is useless to us. Because they're gonna take all our stuff.
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This Darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there. Or it could be an ambitious cousin out for his own glory.
Understood. Let's move, men.
We're not getting too anxious to, you know, kill people. And that being said, we're about to kill all these fools, but our words in the game are what we're worried about. We don't want to seem over anxious to just kill
So
everyone.
glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I don't let my boys have a go at you before I kill you.
Hi. I'm currently doing a playthrough to see if I can get out of getting banished to the Negroes in the Dwarven Noble run through. I doubt it. Yeah, I do too, but, you know, if it can be done, it'd be pretty cool. I'm thinking it's in the wording. You know.
Oh, she's a funny one. Just what I needed. Now kill these idiots.
Alright. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here. We're actually gonna kill this guy. Oh, we can't. Okay, we're gonna disarm this trap.
I've got your back!
Run, run, run. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Here you go. Ah, he got me. Kill that guy. Oh, he killed me? Dang. Oh. No. Run this way.
I'm on this side.
Now go jack his tail. Get off that ballista. I think everybody else is dead.
Right away.
Appears everybody else is already dead.
Is that an Idukan signet ring? I guess that's how they got in here.
Or it could mean one of your kin was keen on claiming the glory of this mission himself.
Fuck you.
Of course. No offense meant.
Let's not waste time. Carry on, men.
Trying to put thoughts into my head. Go disarm that trap. Oh, because I'm not me. No, it was Silverite rune. Darkspawn dagger.
Look there, a cunning trap. The trap. I shall do it. Look there, a cunning trap. It is begun.
We'll get that charred corpse later. I just wanted to shut all of that down.
This is the room. How do we get the shield? You two, see if you can spot anything. It seems some of these tiles are different from the others. That's it. We've got it.
Doesn't look like much.
The skill of our crafters has come far since then. But still, the Shield of Iduken.
Back in the direction we came from, at the crossroads.
To the crossroads.
Okay, we got the shield. So far, we've basically refused to admit anything towards possibility.
More of those mercenaries.
Go take these Glimlock.
I shall do it.
We'll handle that. I'm gonna take care of this trap. And now we're gonna get the hell out of here.
As you say. Done. I shall do it.
If Trian were really scheming against us, this would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield, and we're all alone out here. I wish I had your confidence.
What's that you're muttering about? Right you are, Commander.
I shall do it.
Okay, we are going to level up again. Everything goes into cunning. Improved coercion. And stealth, I guess. Because we don't want to fight these guys. We don't want to kill Trian.
on, go for it.
By the stone, it's Trian.
It must have been a darkspawn attack.
This doesn't look like Darkspawn. No bites, no scratches, no mutilation.
Someone's coming.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
By all the ancestors, what has happened here?
It seems we weren't fast enough. Bayland was right.
My daughter, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
Just long enough to slay Trian.
My lady is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lady Iduken came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, she ordered us to attack.
Frandlin Ivo, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord. It was terrible. Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lady stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham! Do you have anything else to say, my daughter?
The Assembly will see through you. Everyone knows I was Trian's faithful second.
Bind her. She will be judged before the Assembly. To Orzammar.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do some research, and I will get back to you. Hey guys, Tree Slayer here. Here's the thing. I did a bunch of research, I went through walkthroughs, and it doesn't really matter how you play through the Dwarven Noble. Later on in the story, you have a chance to redeem the situation, but as for not getting exiled, it is a requirement of the game. As the heir to the throne and with your brother dead, because there's no way to keep him alive unless we're reading fan fiction. I did read a little bit of fan fiction, and it was pretty good. I can't give you a link to that. You'll just have to find it online. There was copyright on it and all that, so I can't now take credit for it by posting it in the YouTube video. So it's easy to find. All I did was search, Dragon Age, Dwarven Noble, no exile. But it is not possible to not be exiled. It just can't be done because of how the storyline has to progress. Duncan's not going to take you because that's the kind of guy Duncan is. Okay, well, you have a good life here, or you just don't want to go. And there's nothing saying you have to go unless I invoke the right of conscription. And he's not going to do that to somebody. No. Because when you become a Grey Warden, it's essentially condemning you to death. Because you will fight the Darkspawn. Because now it's in your blood. You have to fight them. And later in the story, they talk about, you know, where Grey Wardens go to retire. And you'll see that as we progress through the story. But, yeah. It's not possible. It was an interesting attempt to kind of play through and figure it out. And I suggest you guys play the Dwarven playthrough. I suggest you play them all. You know, support the creators, stuff like that. It's a good game. One thing that is different between playing a male and a female is that group of girls I was talking about. Oh, I should play through as a male to see what they say. I did all the walkthroughs. All it says is, you know, if you choose to sleep with one or both of them, it does give you a quest, but other than that, it just gives you, what's it called, dialogue. It gives you some dialogue from your second, and, you know, also, if you're a guy, he's not your second and your lover, he's just your second. You know, so that being said, I hope you enjoyed this second attempt at, you know, I played it a little different. I did a few things, just played as a rogue, which didn't really necessarily make things easier, didn't necessarily make things harder. And we did find out about those attribute buffs based on your class. And that's, you know, something to look into. If you're wanting to be a character who has high this, not necessarily, you know, a warrior, you don't really care about your class, but you're wanting certain attributes to start out higher. Oh, I want to hire magic. Well, I guess you're going to play as a mage. I want to hire dexterity for my character, but I'm going to do more of a warrior playthrough. But still be considered a rogue. Just get that free dexterity buff. That would be, you know, that would be nice. You know, it's one of those things that's good to know. Now, that being said, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share. I would appreciate it. Hit that notification bell just so you can get notified when my videos go up. 9 a.m., 9:30. That's what it is right now. Could change in the future, and you want to be notified of that. I typically upload Monday through Sunday. I also typically record ahead of schedule so I can have the weekends off, spend time with my wife. You know, so I may record everything on Monday and edit it throughout the week and upload it and not do anything YouTube related till the following Monday again. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough. As always, Shellnut stuff is down in the description. Feel free to check it out. She would appreciate it. Yeah. And I'll see you in the next video.